Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Stock Explaining YouTube channel. We're so glad to have you here. Thank you for joining us. We also are going to be going over futures as well after we take a look at some of these tickers. Now, these tickers we chose from a very big list. These ones are ones that we think could be ready as soon as this week. So without further ado, we're going to just jump right into it. And Eddie's going to start us off with our first ticker.
Hi everyone, Edsel here, and we're going to go ahead and start with Ally ALLY, and we have a breakout that we're seeing on the daily chart above 54.82. It's in a range between with the bottom being at 47.30, but we do also have an uptrend line that's creating an ascending triangle and the breakout at 54.82. The next resistance level is going to be 56.61. So we're eyeing this one. We did have a little bit of a downward pressure at the close here on Friday on this one, but if we can stay above 54.82, we can go ahead and then take an entry and see if we test 56.61 next resistance level. APA here. Yep, go ahead, my bad. So this one we have APA here that broke above 23.85 to 24.30 resistance range. We did have a nice breakout, but we didn't alert this one because we have on the weekly chart we have the 200 moving average as resistance right above that breakout level. So we're waiting to see if we get a rejection followed by holding that support at 23.85 to 24.30, and if we hold above that support, then we can use that as an entry point and see if we bounce back and break above the 200 moving average. That's our buy the dip strategy. If it doesn't dip and we stay above the 200 moving average on the weekly chart, then we can go ahead and enter that position using the 200 moving average as our entry point and our stop loss, and see if we get a move up from there to the next resistance level at about $33. Yep, so CRM, we did break out above 284.50 to 286.36 resistance level. We did enter this one on the breakout and we did sell, but the breakout is just getting started. If we look on the daily chart, we did have a doji, our hammer finish candle, and so that indicates that it's a warning candle, so we could see a dip, and if we come down and test that support, that breakout level as support now, and we hold, and we can take an entry there, another entry there, and play the bounce on that one. CB Carvana, we have a long-term uptrend line going back to March of 2020, where we made our low, and then we had another low on May 2021, and then we're coming down to test that on the weekly chart. Is the 50 moving average there as well, the 15-day moving average also. So we are starting to bounce. If we start to bounce this week, then we can take an entry on this one using 280 low, which was the candle, the low of the last downtrend. We can use 280 as our stop loss, and we can use the trend line as our entry. Dan, we did break above 25.22 resistance level. The resistance range on that one was between 24.57 and 25.22. We are starting to break the top of that resistance range. We did have a gap up and a red candle ending on Friday. So not a great breakout candle. We did have more selling pressure on this one than upward pressure, given by the volume, having a red candle on a red volume candle on that one as well. So if we come down and test 24.57 and then break back above 25.22, then we can take that as our entry point. DH, this one just IPO'd, and it is in a downtrend channel, especially if you look at it on the 4-hour chart where we are making a series of lower highs and lower lows. We're watching this one to see if we come up and test the bottom of the channel. We also have a simple moving average there as well, serving as resistance as well. So if we hold below that, and then we can take this as a short and play down to the IPO opening price of $37. At which point we might want to rethink our strategy and go from a short position to a long position, given that $37 is a strong price support area. HD, we had a breakout above 45.69, which is the all-time highs on this one. And we are looking to see if we get a little dip. Futures are looking a little red tonight as far as tomorrow goes. So if we get a dip down to $45, anywhere between 41, actually between 41 and 45 as a support range, we can take a look at this one as a long position. And the way it's breaking out, it's starting to look very bullish as well. We have let me see here, we have on the weekly chart, we have the MACD making a positive crossover. RSI is below 70, but is above 50, which is a bullish sign, and it's not overbought yet. So the breakout here could be just getting started. HGB, we had a breakout of this bullish flag here that we marked here. We had a breakout. And if we go back and we look at it on the weekly chart, we had a breakout of the week of cup and handle with the breakout level at 47.75. We came down after breaking out. We had a couple of red weeks, and the last week was actually green after it came down and tested that breakout support of 47.75, and now we're starting to move back above. We alerted this one already, and the options weren't great on this one. So this one, if we're playing shares on this one. It's just getting started. We are at the all-time high. So once we get above $50 with natural resistance level, this can go all the way up to 60, 70, 75, So there is no history price target on this one because we're already at the all-time high. So there's no other resistance besides natural resistance on this one. KLAC, we have an uptrend going back to March of 2020 on this one. We did come down and tested it this last week, and we did bounce. If you look at it on the daily chart, we had a nice bounce up to 200 moving average, and we had a couple of red small-bodied candles there. So we're eyeing to see if we break above 332.39, which was the high on Friday, or if we come down and retest that 200 uptrend line as support. Either one of those points will be our alert for an entry on this one. Yes, LKQ, we did break above 52.99 resistance level, and we've had 3 green days since the breakout, so we already missed the breakout on this one. So what we're looking for on this one is a dip down to 52.99 or $53 support range, and if we hold, then we want to take our entry at that point. MRB is coming down to test the 100% retracement level of support of $36.06 going back to June of 2021. So we are coming down to test that. This one, we're not really looking at anything as far as long-term or anything like that. We're just looking for a reaction. So once we touch that support level, we want to take an entry, and it's either going to be a day trade and we're just going to play the reaction, or a short swing where we take it, and if by the end of the day it holds its height, then we can swing it to the next day to see if it keeps going. But it's purely just a technical support play on this one. Netflix, we have earnings coming out on Tuesday, and it's expected to beat earning whispers as a 4+ score on this one. We entered when we broke that bullish flag there on Thursday, but since then on Friday we had an engulfing red candle on this one. So if this doesn't move on my Monday or Tuesday during the day at the very latest, then we want to go ahead and take our losses on this one. But again, it's expected to beat, and usually we see a positive move when a stock is expected to beat earnings on the few days prior before earnings date. So we'll keep an eye on this one and alert whether we're selling for a loss or if we're getting out even, or if we're just or if we're taking any profits on it. PANW, we broke out this one. We had a bullish flag that we broke out of. Oh, I'm sorry, PEB. I'm sorry. Yep, PEB on this one. We broke out of a downtrend. We are breaking out of a downtrend on this one. We are holding above its 200 moving average and above its 50 day moving average on this one as well. So this one we're looking to see because we are coming down to test that downtrend support, and it is holding. So this one could be ready by tomorrow, Tuesday at the very latest as well. RF had a nice breakout above 2213 on this one, and we are looking to see if it holds above this week that support range, and if it does, then we're going to try to play this one up to 2351 to 2381, which is at all times high. Which one is next? SMB, we are looking to see if we break above 4622 resistance level, at which point we want to take an entry on this one. Earnings is coming up on October 19th, which is in a couple of days. So that will probably be the catalyst of whether this one breaks out or if this one fails. So on this one, since the ER is so close, we'll wait to see how the earnings report comes out. If it does come out positive and we break above that, then we're going to play it up to $50 resistance. SPG also break out above 137.38, and we are looking to see if we hold that breakout. We had a doji finish or a spinning top finish on Friday, which could be a warning candle. So if we come down and test 136 to 138 support range, and we hold, and we can take that entry point and see if we can make a move up to 145 to 150 next resistance range. SPLK, we had a breakout of a cup and handle pattern on the weekly, and you can see more clearly on the weekly chart, but also on the daily chart. So the breakout price was 160. We did miss that price breakout, but so what we're looking for is a dip down to 160 support, and if we can come down to 160 and hold above, then we can go ahead and take our entry on this one. Price target on this one will be first price target on this one will be one can be all the way up to 186 to $200 because the Fibonacci extension on this one is 178.6% is about $200 on this one. So has a lot of upward movement on this one, a lot of upward potential. Wayfair, we have Wayfair that's coming down to test this price range that it's in between 221 and 349, where it did come down and tested 221 on last Wednesday. So what we're looking for here is see if we come down, test 221 again, at which point we can go ahead and take our entry point. We want to take our entry point on this one as close to the bottom of the range as possible. So as close to 221 as possible. If we can get in, we can see if we can play this all the way up to the 50 moving average or 200 moving average on the daily chart, or even if it breaks above those lines, if we can go all the way up to 349. DRMN, we are in an uptrend channel, and we are testing the bottom of the channel right now. And so we're looking to see if we hold on, if we hold this week. We had an engulfing red candle, but it's still holding above its channel. So this one could be ready any day as long as we keep holding above that 355, 352 range. And finally, we have PRLV. We did come down and tested the bottom of the bottom 100% retracement level, going back all the way to let's see, going back all the way to March of 2020. And we had a downtrend line that we broke above on volume. Look at the volume. If you see the volume on last Wednesday, we have huge volume coming in that's breaks above that downtrend line. We did come up and we are testing the 50-day moving average on the daily chart. And we did get rejected. So what we're looking for on this one is to see if it comes down to the $63 level, low 63s again, and holds or makes a higher low. And if it does, then we can go ahead and take an entry point there, or wait for it to break above the 50-day moving average. So as far as the the futures for tomorrow, we can see that we do have some resistance there going back to a couple of weeks ago, and we are seems to be forming sort of like that doji or that spinning top right there. But we did break that falling wedge, if you guys remember, on the we did break that falling wedge on the daily chart, and we are starting, and we did break that downtrend. And so if we can get back above the let me see here, SPX. If we can stay above the 50-day moving average on the S&P 500, then even if we take a red day tomorrow, as long as we hold the 50-day moving average above, then we can probably test the all-time highs on the S&P 500 at 45.45.
And I'd also like to note that it does look like we are forming a bit of an inverse heading forward.
Yes.
Right there.
Yes.
Yeah, that 44.82 level looks like you're watching it break that.
Agreed. Mm-hmm.
NASDAQ.
Yep, the NASDAQ as well. We did break that downtrend as well. We are holding below, I believe that's the 50-day moving average held support, held as resistance. So this one we could come down and test that downtrend as support now. So if we get a red day, we'll be looking to see if we hold above that line on Monday, tomorrow.
Yeah, right around the 14,925, 14,900 level, because we have the 9 DM indicator above our 20 SMA, which is a good sign. So if we can hold this level of support, I don't think we'll have issues breaking this.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let's go ahead and take a look at Dow Jones as well. Bit of the same thing, actually. I mean, we did have a little bit of and we did break out after this one.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And we did break that downtrend. We had a little downtrend there as well. We did break above that as well. So it's breaking. I mean, it looks like it's going to test all-time highs again. You know, even if we get a dip, even if we get a dip over the next couple of days on the market, it's still looking like a pretty bullish move in the last couple of days.
Yeah, definitely. And we have the lower moving averages again, picking up that level of 50. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we test all-time highs.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everyone. So we hope you enjoyed. We tried to simplify the video a little bit. We had like a list of like over 20 or 30 stocks, but we just wanted to give you guys ones that are ready for this week. So we hope you enjoyed. Definitely make sure to check us out on Instagram, check us out on Twitter. And if you guys do want to join the group, we are running the promo right now where you will get 50% off for the first 3 months. And in addition to that, you do get a 1-week free trial. So you can come trade with us for a week, take a look at our long-term plays, and if you aren't satisfied, go ahead and leave without any sort of commit. So definitely check this out, and thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you guys next time.
Have a good one, guys.